Hey, it's Tom here, and someone has asked me to review the Angels Take Manhattan story from the Series 7. Um, I thought this was an okay story, definitely not one of my favourites. It's good to see River Song again. I thought there were some creepy parts in it, but I think the ending was a bit. It didn't have that much of an impact for me, when Rory and Amy jumped off the roof. I think by that point, we'd seen Rory die so many times. I think I didn't really care for his character as much anymore because it seemed he died so many times, and it was like, oh, Rory's going to die again, but don't worry, he'll come back in a bit. Which kind of takes the realism away. If a character's dead, they should remain dead. Back when David Tennant was the Doctor, if we saw a character get killed, it's very unlikely you'd see them again, to be honest. And I think that's the realism that I quite enjoy in the show. And with Rory, we didn't quite get that because there's a few times in some of the stories where even though he's not dying, it appears to Amy as if he's dying. Like in The Doctor's Wife, it looks like he's died and he's just a skeleton lying on the floor. I think it's been done over and over a bit for a few stories where it was focused on Amy and Rory back and forth between the Doctor. I just think it had just been done too much, really. I thought the music was great for the episode. I thought it was one of the best Murray Gold pieces that was played when they jumped off the roof. I thought it was a bit selfish of the Doctor when Amy wanted to go back in time to be with Rory, the Doctor begging her to stay, which seemed a bit weird when Jackie was sucked into the other parallel world with her husband. He wanted Rose to be with her and do the right thing. But with this time, he's sort of like, oh no, please stay, don't leave me. Which it just seemed a bit hypocritical from what the 10th Doctor had said, and I just thought it was just a little bit selfish. I thought overall it was an okay episode. I'd definitely watch it again, but it's not one I'd really write home about. What else is there to say about this episode? I think it's a bit strange that the Weeping Angels are sort of trying to send just Amy and Rory back through time, and then as soon as that's done, it's sort of like, oh, that's it, that's over, and there's no sort of thought, what else could the Weeping Angels be up to? Are they going to come back for anyone else? Or have they just come to take Amy and Rory to sort of save them from the Doctor, perhaps? Because their life was flying by and they were constantly waiting for the Doctor, and every time he came along it was sort of sucking them out of their own normal life that they was trying to live. So maybe in a way the Weeping Angels were not necessarily the bad guys here. Maybe it's almost like they've helped them from the situation of making the choice between the Doctor and having the normal life. One thing that doesn't seem to be mentioned again is about their families. What happened to their families? Their families are going to be wondering where they are, and there's no conclusion to that. It would have been nice for the Doctor to maybe go and say a few words or tell them they've gone somewhere. For all their parents know they're dead. We was introduced to Rory's dad, who was quite a good character, and he could just be sitting around waiting for them to come back and not know where they are. Which I think is another sort of thing to do with the writing, where Moffat's just kind of closed that story off and wants to move on to the next one. Anyway, thanks for listening.